Christopher Walken is bisexual.
Is that what you want to start with today? That sounds like one of my jokes.
I'm just letting you know.
No, that's a great place. That's a great jumping off point.
Christopher Walken is bisexual, and 22 other celebrities you didn't know were Bicons. Head to the link in the bio. I will.
And she's heading there now.
Twist my arm.
It does make you wonder, what else is Christopher Walken not telling us?
Christopher Walken.
Also, how old is Christopher Walken?
Gillian Anderson. I don't know who that is. Drew Barrymore. Kesha. Rita Ora.
I guess Christopher Walken, no better time than 82 years old to start exploring your body.
Allison Brie. Hank Green. Fergie. Jason Mraz. I knew that. I actually knew all of these, I think. I know all of these Bicons. Billy Joe Armstrong. I love a good Bicon. Thank you for letting me know. Them.com. Okay.
Then got them.com boots on the ground. They're knocking on doors, taking the census. Okay, well, here we are again. It's me and you. I want to say that today, it's crazy that right now, in this moment, we're closer to 2030 than we are to 2020. So we have moved.
Don't say forward. Shit like that.
No, I don't know. I think this is an interesting one because someone else said, I noticed that, and then someone else said, well, we were closer to 2030 on New Year's Day of 2020 because time marches forward, not backwards. We were never further away from 2020 than we were as soon as it was 2021.
The second you cross the threshold of turning 30, you're closer to 40 than you are 20.
Of course. But you were always closer to 30 than you are 20 because, again, time is moving.
I said 40.
You're closer to 100 than you are to 27.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, because you can't get back to 27, but you will get to 100.
No, I won't.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will because you're so tiny and compact.
I don't
that your
think
body,
that's how it works.
I feel like smaller dogs live longer.
That's true,
but
bigger dogs. I see myself settling at like a good 90 something.
You don't want to push it out and finish the race?
I don't. I'll think about it once I get to 95. I'll do a check-in with my body, see how I'm feeling. Going? Should we keep going or should we just call it a wash?
Should we quit while we're ahead? Or I don't know. What's 5 more years? Fuck it.
Well, it depends what the quality of my life. Let's not.
No, it depends on what the quality of your life is. Yeah, sometimes I see these people's cats, for example, online, and I'm like, hey, what is that? And they're like, it's a cat. What do you mean? I'm like, okay, that's my bad.
Well, that's a situation, unfortunately, I am keeping my cats alive until the last, I can't believe that. They will live forever. Those two will live forever. That's the thing.
Yeah.
JNR. But other cats, yeah, they might get old.
They might get older. That might be the thing. This is actually that's a real life situation that just happened to me. There was this woman that posted all these video clips of their cat, and it was like, this is who you guys see, but this is who I see. You know those clips?
No, but I see it in my mind's eye, just like a little kitten.
No.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm gonna send you this after. Have you seen this cat that you? And I have never been ripped to shreds in a comment section, except the time when I commented on this young woman's art pieces where she had been making dolls out of hard-boiled eggs. And I said, I would still eat your doll. And everyone was like,
you don't even eat hard-boiled eggs when they're not made out of dolls. Or when they're not made into dolls.
Every man hits a point in their life where they start to just really suck down eggs like it's nobody's business, and I have hit that.
You're sucking down eggs?
Yeah, I'm putting them back like it's my job.
I'm shocked to hear that. Why didn't you tell me?
It's a pretty recent happening. I can't even remember if we've had an episode.
Hard-boiled?
Yeah, hard-boiled, soft-boiled, poached, shocked. Over easy. I'll do over medium.
I am shocked.
Yeah. The consistency is not as big of a deal just because when you realize time just marches forward, you kind of get over the consistency of eggs.
I didn't think it was the consistency that was the problem with you for hard-boiled. I thought it was just fart essence.
No, hard-boiled, I've never had any qualms with hard-boiled eggs.
I did not know. I guess your problem was like the texture of the runny. Like booger vibes?
Yeah, it was actually like me thinking too much about the fact that I'm eating an egg.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could eat other people's eggs, my own eggs, but now I'm back. And eggs are such a great thing to cook at your house.
You know who made me eggs the other night?
Marshall made you eggs the other day. I was going to say, yeah, I should have had him over when he was in town.
It's insane, Connor. Like, I can't, these aren't eggs. What Marshall can do with a spatula, it's ridiculous. I texted him at like 8 o'clock and I was like, what are you doing? He said nothing. I said, what's a girl got to do to get some eggs? He came over with a carton. That's my man. My man, Marshall. He made me eggs and we watched Cheaper by the Dozen. I said I could live a very happy life with this guy.
And you are, right?
And I am living my best life with Marshall. Me and Marshall really, I was literally telling Izzy this before we started recording. That couple on TikTok that's like, my gay husband. But that is my dream for me and Marshall. Truly.
Okay, I have two things really quickly.
Yeah, no problem.
About your gay husband. First of all, and hang on, it's like not related. Hang on. It reminded me of something else, but it has nothing to do with it.
Sure.
First of all, I want to go back to me being cyberbullied off the internet.
Sorry, I took us very far away from that.
No, I did. Because I followed you into that dark night.
Okay.
But to circle back, the first one was the woman that was making dolls out of hard-boiled eggs. It was really incredible, the work that she can do. However, I did comment like I would still eat your dolls because they're a food group that's full of protein, and I just feel like are you going to keep the eggs for, like I would eat the doll. I think that's a fun way to like, it's a new form of hard-boiled eggs. This is an art piece. I'm going to eat your doll.
I'm surprised she wasn't getting canceled for like using food.
No, it's really interesting. Food. Yeah, what people pick and choose to go up in arms after. But no, she was in a safe space. I was the enemy in this comment section. They cyberbullied me to delete my comment.
Did you delete it?
I haven't. Yeah, they won. These people won. The hard-boiled egg art community. I mean, this woman can't even sell her eggs on Etsy. She really this is something where like if she's making this art, it needs to be in real time and dare I say at a restaurant. And if any of these people find me, Brooke, I've never been cyberbullied out of a comment section. They scared me. It was hurtful, the things that they were saying about me.
What were they saying to you?
They were saying, you're not a patron of the arts. I am. I appreciate art in all its forms. I'm just saying the highest appreciation for her hard-boiled egg artistry would be to me for me to consume it in a really literal sense.
Art is different to everybody who observes it, and like that's the way that you're appreciating her art.
I mean, it's like culinary art, even though I don't know if she's maybe I'll look at. I mean, I can't find it anymore, the comment section that I had commented on because I deleted it.
Like mac and cheese art has always been macaroni art rather. I guess the cheese is not present.
That
has always really been a thing.
I hope to have that.
But that's non-perishable. Like I can't think of anything more perishable than an HBE.
Yeah, I mean these eggs had arms and legs, and I think that these people had like a relationship with these eggs. Anyways, the next time I was cyberbullied off the internet, I commented on this cat. I now know it's a cat, and someone commented, "It's a disabled cat. You maniac." And I was like, my bad. I'm telling you, I thought it was a new species. I thought it was cute. I just like genuinely didn't know what kind of animal, what beast this was.
You commented, "What is this?"
What is that?
That. And
everyone started, I have people on my most recent images on my Instagram commenting, "What is that? What is that?" And it's on my pictures of my face. And I didn't mean to like sick the dogs on me.
You were just curious.
I think it's that cat. It was like blonde.
Oh,
it's not that. Hang on. I didn't comment on that and say, "What is that?" Okay.
That's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
I think his name's Cappy. Yeah, Cappy Bears. It is that one. And I'll show you. Can you scroll a little bit? I want to show you the actual reel that I commented on. Keep scrolling. He's like ripping up a trash bag. And it's from behind. And I don't think he has a tail. So I thought it was like a little monkey.
Oh, he's a diaper.
But he is a cat. So listen, my bad. Do you want me to send it to you, Izzy?
Yeah.
Because it's my.
That's
they're not going to
obviously a cat.
No, not from behind. I found it because it's like the. I mean, like, Izzy. No, you know what? No, I'm not gonna like. I didn't say anything bad. I just asked what kind of animal this was. But look at the video that came across my desk, please. I just texted it to both of you.
Okay.
That opening clip. I want you to tell me on first glance. What do you even think that could be?
I'm looking. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. I see your comment. What is that?
Yeah, what is that? So I've now, like, these people are in my comment section. Be sweet.
Oh.
AI. It's a
Yeah,
Boeing
it does look
747.
like a new thing. And the fact that it's from behind.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, I'm looking at some of your response. It's a cat of some sort.
someone said, please, this literally looks like you.
Someone said a beautiful cat named Cappy. A disabled kitty. Please, this literally looks like you. That's really cute. He looks like a teddy bear.
Yeah, I mean, Cappy Bear.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm just saying that's what I've been going through on the internet recently. As if we don't have so much going on. I'm now being cyberbullied by the Cappy Bear community. My bad. Very cute cat.
Truly. But you don't feel like you're going to delete your comment?
No, because I think that could be an educational piece for a lot of people like me that aren't brave enough to ask questions and keep being curious.
You got a lot of likes on it.
400 is
So a
nothing
lot of people are wondering. That's really cute. But he looks like human almost.
Yeah, I was thinking it kind of looks like a little
I guess
baby in a
there's
suit.
always something alarming about an animal standing on its hind legs.
Yeah. Anyways, that's what's been going on. Sorry, I don't even remember how I got to the egg portion of that conversation.
That was the other time you'd been cyberbullied.
Oh, right.
Was eggs.
The other thing that's been on the internet that we kind of it's kind of pertinent to us. If you want me to take this transition and kind of run with it,
Sure.
Holding the baton. Last week I walked you through something that I love to say before shows.
Yeah.
I love to say. Do you want to say it with me?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Keith Urban loves Nicole Kidman. Not anymore.
Well, we don't know that. You know, separations are complicated.
So, separations are complicated. I'm going to have to change it to be like Keith Urban sleeps in a different bed than Nicole Kidman for months.
For right now.
Apparently.
For right now.
For Keith Urban is in a complicated relationship with Nicole Kidman. I hope it doesn't affect the kids. Full stop. Keith Urban is an Australian man who loves his country and his people so much that he's going very quietly.
He's not Australian, is he?
He is. And
he
so
is?
Nicole,
I think he's like
Kidman.
just like American.
I believe he's fully Australian.
He's Australian. He's an Australian American.
He's an Australian American, Brooke. Can you please have some respect?
People were like DMing us and like, oh my God, you really did it this time. I don't think so, because we've said that so many times, or you've said that so many times.
That's something in my Rolodex of phrases. Yeah.
This felt unrelated to the manifestation space. But I'm still sad about it. Because they were one of those that's like, damn, like love doesn't exist.
No, love does exist, and it's between.
Well, now it doesn't, is what I'm saying.
I don't know. I see them, and I'm speaking completely out of line and based strictly on vibes here. But based on Nicole Kidman's most recent roles, I do feel like maybe she could be into, like maybe it was a bit of a lavender situation for a while. Maybe they have been having like a little bit of an open situation.
You know what a lavender? Do you know what a lavender marriage is?
Well, tell me about the lavender.
A lavender marriage is when like you're gay.
Oh, I thought it was just like...
Are both parties gay or just the guy in a lavender marriage? I can't say the word lavender right now.
Say it again?
I can't do it right now. It's coming out. It's because my Philly accent is transitioning. So I would have said lavender when I was a young girl, but now how would you say it?
No, lavender is how
lavender.
I would say it.
Okay, so I think I'm just struggling with my A's at this time in my life. It's mixed orientation, typically being a heterosexual and a homosexual. So you were saying that Keith is a homosexual.
Lavender is like weird. It's a fake. I was thinking like lavender smells good, but it could give you like a rash. I don't know what I was thinking.
No.
Okay.
Oh, so you were just thinking they were a sham?
Yeah, it was like a fake man. Like I thought they're both so busy.
Like a PR stunt?
Kind of just like, let's just be married. But I get the vibe from like Nicole Kidman that she's kind of like open. She has an open mind.
Oh, both partners can be gay. One or both. It doesn't matter. But
yeah, okay, cool. I'm pretty close. I was pretty close, except the rash part, which like I'm sure a rash could happen if you.
No, you weren't close at all. But you're saying that Nicole Kidman wants to be more open. She feels more like free spirited in the relationship, and Keith is more traditional. Is that what you're thinking?
No.
Okay.
I think that they could be freaks in the sheets. Is what I was trying to get at.
And that led to their separation?
Potentially, yeah.
Okay. Hey guys, we want to take a break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Quince. Cooler days call for layers that last, and Quince is my go-to for quality essentials that feel cozy, look refined, and won't blow your budget.
Think $50 Mongolian cashmere premium denim that fits like a dream and luxe outerwear you'll wear year after year. These are pieces that'll turn into your fall uniform, and this is my favorite time of year. Don't even get my FA started about how this is my favorite time of year. I love layering.
Yep. Look at you now.
Come on. And the perfect layering pieces that I like, obviously I love a sweater that I can throw over my shoulders. But I love a sweater that I can also put onto my body. Normal way. And I don't know what I'm getting into in New York. This will be my first season ever. So stay tuned, watch that. But right now, I'm really soaking up my layered time, my time with my layers.
Your first season ever. Because Quince partners directly with top-tier ethical factories and cuts out the middlemen, they deliver luxury quality pieces at half the price of similar brands. It's the kind of wardrobe upgrade that feels smart, stylish, and effortless.
Find your fall staples at Quince. Go to quince.com/B&C for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada, too. Canadians, welcome. That's QUINCE.com/BNC to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/BNC.
Hey guys, we want to take a break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Jones Road Beauty. Before I found Jones Road Beauty, I'll be honest, makeup felt like a chore. I hated that heavy caked on look and having to use a ton of different products just to feel put together. But with Jones Road, it's the total opposite. The formulas are lightweight, easy, and they work with your skin instead of covering it up.
The best part of Jones Road Beauty is that all of their products are actually good for your skin. And I love this line. Every formula is packed with skin-loving ingredients. It nourishes your skin instead of clogging or caking. And it looks and feels natural. And it looks like you're not wearing makeup at all. Brooke, I don't even know what you just did.
It's completely natural, and it smells really good and tastes good. What I love about Jones Road Beauty is how much faster it makes my routine. No brushes, no complicated steps. You just use your fingers and go. It's simplified everything for me and even replaced multiple products I used to layer on. Now I get that effortless your skin but better glow in under 60 seconds. I love keeping it on me so I can easily touch up my makeup in between episodes. I'm going to put it on my cheeks as well.
All Jones Road formulas are clean and high-performing. No phthalates, sulfates, petrolatum, PEGs, silicones, EDTA, or BPA. Because clean beauty is a no-brainer.
Jones Road doesn't just have their famous Miracle Balm. They've built a full lineup of effortless skin-first staples like their Just Enough Tinted Moisturizer. A lightweight, non-comedogenic formula that smooths and evens skin tone with a soft touch of coverage. It hides redness, looks natural, and feels like nothing's on your skin. Packed with skin-friendly ingredients to keep skin moisturized without clogging pores.
Modern day makeup that's clean, strategic, and multifunctional for effortless routines. For a limited time, our listeners are getting a free cool gloss on their first purchase when they use code BNC at checkout. Just head to jonesroadbeauty.com and use code BNC at checkout. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please, please, please show your support and support our show. Please tell them we sent you, is what I was going to say. Yeah, so bummer there. I don't even know what to say. They like AMC, someone said AMC should be flying their flags at half-mast today.
Yeah. Speaking of them, do you have any couples that like, and I think I've asked you this like probably 16 times before, but let's just do it again, that if they broke up, you'd be like, I don't believe in love? Celebrity couples.
See, like any celebrity couples that I have respect for would be people who like I know that
I'm not talking about respect.
I think I would respect anyone that's in so much love that I would stop believing in love if they got broken up. If they broke up.
Okay.
I think there's respect, right? With that.
Yes. Yeah. Sure.
Red leather, yellow leather.
For me, for whatever reason, like I'm thinking of John Krasinski and Emily Blunt. Even though I'm not like I'm not obsessed with them as a couple, but like I would be like really affected by their divorce in terms of like, I guess I would be really affected by their divorce because he's so obsessed with her. And so were he to like date someone like younger, I think that would really affect me.
The John Krasinski, Chris Pratt camp, that ilk of young male actors, give me such a pit in my stomach that I don't even care about anything that they.
You mean the people who used to be like Jim and Andy and then went really buff?
No, not really buff. Just like I can't get a read. It's like almost Tom Cruise-esque. They're like rise to fame and then just like something happens where I lose them. But I didn't really, I wasn't like the biggest fans when they were like these like young, funny people either. So I don't know.
Oh, for me, it's like you had everything to me when you were Jim and Andy. And then you went ahead and like became like an action hero, like Buff God, and you lost everything for me. In my
well, when you start doing like the Mark Wahlberg team, like if you start going into the war movies, you just start printing money. It's really crazy. You could do war movie after war movie.
They're not doing that. I'm just saying they just like got really buff.
Because they're doing war movies.
No, they're not doing war movies.
Chris Pratt did Lone Survivor.
Well,
John Krasinski did like 4 war movies in a row.
What's Jack Ryan? That was John Krasinski's show. That's not war.
That's like spy.
I'm talking about
government.
action.
Which would also be action if I'm not. Look at the explosion.
He was not at war. He was, yes. Is there like bombs going off in the background of that poster? 100%. Is it war?
Is it war?
What's this show about? What's Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan about? Jack Ryan, picturing former U.S. Marine. Is that war? I don't know if I would say that.
Now, the Marines are involved in a number of things, such as entertainment.
You can do a lot of shit as a Marine. It doesn't have to be war.
A lot of Marines are involved in the arts and musical theater, and it could have been that.
See, listen, they're doing global conspiracies, political intrigue, and large-scale military operations.
That can involve war.
Doesn't always.
Okay.
So.
Dealing with everything from terrorism to potential world-ending conflicts, which war was just probably not a part of that. So yeah, you're right. But there's a thing, I'm telling you, it's not like a conspiracy theory, and I'm not like making that up. When you get into the level of fame that these like good-looking, these good-looking dudes, you go into war. Like you start doing war movies. I don't know what it is. It's like you're Charmander, and then you're the one above Charmander. You keep evolving, and then and then you're a Charizard, and then all of a sudden you're a man that does war movies. It's just a normal. It's the normal thing that you do.
For some, yeah.
You have a couple different groups of people. You have the Tom Cruise types, which include John Krasinski. It includes Chris Pratt, and then you have
I'm thinking Steve Carell went a completely different direction.
There's the Steve Carell, which is just like that's a patron of the arts. That's a perfect person. That's like a Steve Carell. Who else falls into like funny guy? Well, this guy was never. Well, he did some funny stuff. Casey Affleck, like that kind of group. He did some funny stuff. He did a lot of like poker movies. And then you have like
Jason Bateman. Kinda.
Yeah, Jason Bateman. And then you have like a Matthew McConaughey.
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah. So you have routes you can take. I would much rather take like Bradley Cooper would go up there with
he was like, Hangover and then like went to Stars and
not
Maestro.
Manchester. Yeah, went to Stars.
Fuck like that. So.
Yeah. There's routes you can take. What route do you think that like Glenn Powell's going to take?
Ooh, I saw someone speculating what kind of route he should take recently because there was this whole Matthew McConaughey interview. Did you see that? Where he was like, I stopped taking any role. I was offered like $14 million to do a rom-com.
Who?
And Matthew McConaughey. And he wanted out of that space so badly that he was like, I'm not taking it. And then I think it was Dallas Buyers Club that came along or something like that. Like he wanted to do something really serious. And all it took was just like saying no a million times. And then someone was saying Glenn Powell needs to start doing that.
I also think that Glenn Powell got to, I think because of his pure charismatic, the way he carries himself in a matic kind of way, he was able to skip a lot of the no's. And I could see him skipping all that. Like he's printing money too right now. I could see him skipping all that and going right to, I have a production company now, Glenn Powell Production. You know what I mean? And now he can just write himself into stuff like that.
Interesting.
I could see that for him, a production company. I thought it was really funny. Should I say this? Yeah, I'm going to say it, like for the sake of just saying stuff. So I haven't been back to do any shows at UT Austin, my alum yet, at the school, which is funny because I do a lot of college shows. And I was like, what's going on? And I guess I had been asked to come back and do like a show for charity, but it wasn't for charity. It was like a free show for the students. And I'm like, I paid so much in tuition, to go there.
Give Pop a little cash flow.
I'm not any of these actors that graduated and did 14 shitty movies in the past 2 years. Like, I'm not in a place to do a ton of charity right now. Do you think that I could just get $1 to come? Like, at least pay for the hotel, flights, whatever? No, I don't think so. So that's come up a couple times, and it's kind of a bummer. But it has put a little bit of fire under my butt, It's like I need to get on the GP or MM track to come back and do some charity at my school. It's
for a fee.
For a fee,
like a significant fee.
Like a fee infused charity piece.
Yeah, like free of charge for a fee.
Like completely, I'll come there for free, including tip on top,
including an extreme payment directed directly into the pocket of Connor Fibula. Would
you can make any sort of immediate deposit too?
Yeah. I will take a check.
When I've talked about my job that I had while I worked at school, right? Because I really wanted to buy a drone.
Yes.
I don't know if I talked about this specific aspect of when I worked in the call center at UT or adjacent to UT Austin, and I had to call people who had just recently graduated and ask them for $50. Bless you.
Sorry.
Bless you. So you had to call these people, and you had to say, and I can't emphasize enough that I'm wearing a headset with the mic that comes around to my mouth. Like I look like
I know you were like chewing on that.
It was in my mouth.
Yeah.
Brooke, I had a binder. I had a binder with like here's what to do if they say no once. You weren't allowed to let them go. You had to take 3 no's.
Yeah.
And you're sitting facing forward. That's my headset. You're sitting facing forward. You're sitting at these tables. It was a lot like Severance. This room was devoid of windows. Okay. There is a room in the back where your supervisors were in, and it was one-way glass, one-way mirror. So they were watching you and they were tapping into random people's calls as you made calls. So if they like saw that you had been doing a high volume of hangups, that just means you're like calling someone and hanging up. So you can be like, I called XYZ. I'm trying to remember. Anyways, there was one day where I call someone and someone answers the phone. I go, hey, whatever. Here's my spiel. How are you doing? And they go, I'm pretty depressed, to be fair. Like it's been a year since I graduated. I can't find a job because I had to call the liberal arts school, which it's not like really the school you want to go to if you're looking to have a job at any point, unless you want to get real creative with it. And I was like, okay, I understand. Can I have $50? And they were like, no, you can't. And I had to go through my thing. And then I finally was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'll let you go. It's just like clearly someone who was in the doldrums.
This is literally, sorry, I'm rewatching Friends, but have you seen the episode where Phoebe is selling toner and she calls and Jason Alexander answers and she has to keep asking and he's like, I don't need toner because I'm going to kill myself later.
Yeah, it was that. That was the conversation I was having with this guy. And he was like, well, thanks for talking to me. And I was like, I need to get, this is like not really like a time when you would get someone's Instagram, but I was like, I don't want to like leave this guy alone. I did have to hang up because I was just like, I can't be like, if they start listening to this and I'm just kind of chatting with this dude. Anyways, I hang up. My next call, I call and a mom answers the phone. She's like, he's dead. He's passed away.
That sucks. And
I go, can I have $50? She goes, no. And my supervisor walked up and grabbed my shoulder and was like, you gotta ask the second, gotta do the second one. By the way, on the second one, you go up $50. So like, we know they said no the first time. Okay, we totally understand. I just want to tell you, when you donate, here's where it goes towards. Can I have $100, by the way?
Forum.
She said no, but she's so nice. She's saying on the phone, dead son. Son is dead. I totally understand where you're coming from. Can I have $150? She does the $150.
No.
I quit that day. I didn't go back in.
Yeah,
they called. They said
sucking.
Don't even bother putting us as a reference. I go, I'd rather put a gun in my mouth than put you as a reference for my next job. Thanks.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it was really, I made $400, I think, total after like however long I lived there. That was enough to get my drone. Flew my drone one time.
You got that drone with blood money.
Blood money, Brooke? Quite literally blood money, which I probably have a little bit of blood on my headset using hands. Anyways, lost the drone right away. It really just is like it's a real blemish in my resume that I don't include in my resume, obviously. I mean, I don't need to, I'd love to see my resume. I haven't looked at that timeless piece in about a month and about several fortnights. Ooh. Speaking of blood money, I am crushing the transitions today. Did you hear about this comedy festival that's happening in Saudi Arabia?
No.
Okay, I figured this hadn't come across your desk, but it is a little bit relevant. So the Riyadh, and I think I'm pronouncing that wrong. I could be pronouncing it right. This Riyadh comedy festival, it's apparently the biggest comedy festival in the world. You see here, Fluffy is there. I think Pete Davidson's doing it.
What?
Sam Morril is doing it. Aziz Ansari is doing it. Mark Norman is doing it.
Did you say
Tom
Steve
Segura
Carell?
is doing it. Dave Chappelle is doing it. Louis C.K. is doing it, which is so disappointing. Louis C.K., we expected it from everyone else. You? Really?
Isn't he
Burr
canceled?
Yes. Bill Burr is doing it. Whitney Cummings is doing it. Kevin Hart is doing it. Dave Chappelle is doing it. It's just, and it looks like Andrew Santino is doing it too, I'm pretty sure. Chris D. Comedy is doing it. That's a bummer. Bobby Lee is doing it.
So a lot of people are doing it.
These are legit names. So Tim Dillon got invited to do it, apparently. He said, as a joke, he went on and was like, I I have issues with it. Yeah, is there going to be slavery? They potentially might have slavery there still. Like, yeah, they violate every human rights rule in the book, but I value my finances, and they cut him out of the thing. Sure. Shane Gillis said no to it, which, like, Shane Gillis, stand-up guy. Like, this is shocking, some of these people that are doing it, and like Shane Gillis said no. But I guess they're getting paid like 4 times what they would normally get paid for any singular show here. I think some people are getting like $2 million for just one set, which is like 45 minutes. But they got like a rule book of things that they can't talk about. Like, you can't badmouth the government there. You can't. It was like basically come have fun, but not at the expense of us. You can't make fun of any religion. So it's interesting. And these are like, a lot of these comedians are the big, like, you can't do comedy anymore. Like, you can't say all the things we used to say. And they're going to do this festival in Saudi Arabia.
That's
and this
crazy.
is like the 7-year anniversary, I'm pretty sure, of when this regime killed a journalist. I'm pretty sure. And it's going to be like on, like, during that day. So I don't know. It's like a really interesting thing that is happening. It's crazy. Isn't it crazy to you at all that comedy is now this like huge pivotal thing in like legitimate, like, culture shifting conversations? Is it not weird that like comedy is like now that?
I feel like comedy's always been like that. No,
I haven't noticed it like this level. This is like it's really, really, these are some people in this list. I'm like,
but like Pete Davidson, it's like, I'm sure you'd be fine without whatever they're paying you.
Well, Pete Davidson, a lot of people are saying like he's the one that's the exception to the rule, because I get, okay, and this is also speaking out of line, but I guess like some person in this regime is like 9/11 adjacent, and he like lost his dad, obviously, and so like it's
So
kind of like
whatever he wants.
He's the exception to this. But there's a lot of, obviously, civil rights they're not at our level there, or like, I don't know. I'm speaking, I can't even finish the sentences that I'm trying to speak, but I know that you know what I'm saying. I hope other people listening like understand what I'm saying. But like, it's really crazy to go there and oh, yes, she also turned it.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, it's tough
Atsuko.
because like it's not like the people of Saudi Arabia are to blame, and they're the ones that would be like enjoying the festival, but also it's like when you're being paid by the government.
It's like a government sanctioned comedy festival, and I don't think it's necessarily for the people, because I think it's really for the money's coming straight from the Crown Prince. Yeah,
it's tough, huh?
Yeah, that's one where you do really need to look the other way and say no, because that's blood money in a literal sense. So
flash forward a few weeks, we're about to see Phoebe on that on that list.
Yeah, that would be
on the
really,
roster.
Really, no, like you couldn't. That's like something where it's just like you get involved in that, and we're talking about Bill Burr here, who I like adore.
Yeah, that's your brother.
That's my absolute chosen family. You'll never guess who's ringing me right now. Who's on the horn? Henry. I think he's in town.
H?
Yes.
Answer.
No, I like. Maybe I'll invite him over for bonus.
He's becoming a staple in the BNC community.
Him, like, that's someone who would never take Saudi blood money.
Yeah,
unless he really needed another Balenciaga
no, he wouldn't.
bag.
Right, unless he was like completely craving a new Balance.
Unless unless there's a new Bottega Veneta. That was. And it was $1.6 million specifically, then yeah, I think he might accept it, and he might do a show for the Crown Prince.
Okay, let's talk about our weekends.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, did you have a good weekend?
I had an awesome weekend. My dad was in town.
How was that?
It was fabulous. I was obviously in LA the whole time. Then I got back to New York. My dad was here. We went to the Ryder Cup with Celsius, which I told you guys a long time ago. I think I told everybody a long time ago, my dad's dream has been to go to this Ryder Cup, which is basically like the United States. It's like the Olympics for golf. It's like the United States versus Europe. And I don't know if you saw any news about it. It was like it was this incredible thing. I didn't see any of this like shit show happening, but I guess it's a big, you drink a lot and it's like a golf tournament. So you dress, like there were a lot of guys in like colonial stuff for like US versus Britain, like old. It was funny. We had the best time ever. Again, went with Celsius. They hooked it the heck up. If you guys are, I had like, and this will be the whitest thing I say on the podcast, I think today, even though like the rest, I'm sure there were some one-liners in there where it's like, got it. But like, I had the best weekend ever drinking 100 beers at a golf tournament with my dad. That was amazing.
That's sweet. And that's a memory that you two will share forever.
Yes. And if everyone wouldn't mind going and grabbing a Celsius to thank Celsius for having me and my father at the Ryder Cup, because I was going to try to take him to this and tickets were blood money amount of money to buy. So I would have maybe been on the Saudi Arabia comedian list to take my dad to this. So Celsius was able to tap me out. And if you do get a Celsius, to thank Celsius for taking me and my dad to this, go ahead and tag him and be like, hashtag this is for hashtag thanks Celsius.
Yeah.
But it was so awesome. The team was awesome. The crew that went was awesome. We got to watch some people I went to college, which is really crazy to see them playing in a golf tournament at the scale that it was. But it's like this insane golf tournament that is not even held in the United States all the time. Sometimes it's in Europe. This golf course that we went to is like extremely nice, like an hour and a half north of Manhattan. But my dad stayed in New York the whole time, and he like loves New York now.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, it's crazy. He like wanted to do all these things in Central Park. He loves the West Side Highway. We went out to eat a bunch, but get this. Celsius put him in this nice hotel. Okay, like so nice. He's there for one day. He calls me and he goes, "Hey, I don't want to stay. I want to stay at your apartment. I came here to see you." He checked out 2 days early of this sick hotel that they were so graciously put him up in, and slept on my couch.
Me tear up.
Slept on my couch.
Do you realize how sweet that is?
It was very sweet. It was so sweet. But I was like,
I came here to see you. I want to stay at your apartment. That's like so sweet, Connor.
We had like a very great weekend. It was awesome.
That's making my extremely fat heart extremely fatly happy.
I can see it pounding out of your chest right now. Yeah. He's the best. It was so much fun. Got to see a bunch of people. We had a great time out in the daylight, drinking grape transfusions, which you would adore, and then you would be crying.
What is a grape transfusion?
I think it's vodka and like some sort of grape/cranberry mix.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I mean, it's absolutely.
Ooh, Welch's?
Yeah, it's like so good.
Oh my God. Vodka, that I don't care for. But the grape juice, ginger ale, and fresh lime juice, I would be so sick to the stomach.
No, well, let me tell you.
I love grape juice. I love Shabbat grape juice.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and Shabbat Shalom, by the way. Or not Shabbat Shalom. Happy Rosh Hashanah. I'm late, but belated Rosh Hashanah.
Thank you, Connor. Can you believe Yom Kippur is already coming up?
No. Have you
on Thursday, when the day this episode comes out?
Oh my gosh!
I'll be in Beantown.
Right. Wait. Oh, Chicago.
Nope. Boston.
Beantown is Chicago. They have the bean.
Yeah, but Beantown is Boston.
Why are they Beantown in Boston?
Hard for me to say. I don't understand Boston as a community.
Getting dick down in Dallas and getting bean down in Boston.
Because it was historically famous for its signature Boston baked beans.
Huh.
Amazing.
It's crazy that a dish like a canned bean can rename your city. That was like one of the first cities.
Yeah, like it's the fact that beans. Like your city is so associated with beans that it actually takes the name Beantown. That's an amazing thing.
The more you eat, the more you toot.
Yeah.
Anyways,
hey guys, we want to take a break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Google Gemini. College students, do you know you can turn the most complex topics into simplified ideas? Or hours of research into just minutes? How about turning class notes into practice quizzes that help you get the big idea?
With Google Gemini, you can do all that and more. You can even turn long reads into quick listens, because what's better than a podcast? Right?
Yup.
Sometimes I don't have time. Actually, I never have time, or I'm never willing and able to read long articles. I just want to say that. It's like, sorry that happened, or thank you so much, or happy birthday. But with Google Gemini, I can turn them into short audio clips. I can listen to them on the go.
Students get Google Gemini's Pro plan free for 1 year. But hurry, this offer ends soon. Sign up by October 6th to get free access to Gemini 2.5 Pro, unlimited image uploads, deep research, Notebook LM, 2 terabytes of storage, and more. Visit gemini.google/students to learn more and sign up. Terms apply.
That was my entire weekend. Obviously, like the food there was like free food and stuff. I had like one little bite because we were around all these people, and I was like, I'll just have a little nibble. And then we're walking around, and there's bar after bar after bar. We're kind of grabbing grape transfusions. They got away from me a little bit, I'll be honest. Out in the sun.
Fine, that's fine.
Having the grape transfusions. I just had so much fun. Ran into Chace Crawford.
My God. What was that? First of all, there's a picture of Connor and Chace Crawford on his Instagram story, and Connor's arms were draped, like Connor's hitting Chace from behind, like arms around his neck in a way that like it looked like you were showing off your like ring.
That I said yes.
You said yes. Like he said yes.
Well, it's so funny because I was sitting there with my friends. We went over and like checked into the Ralph Lauren tent because they were like a huge sponsor of this cup. And I mean, it's such a class act event that I was like one level below class act. This is like peak of my transfusion experience. And I see Chace and I'm like, oh my God, that's so.
Did you watch Gossip Girl?
Yeah. And I went up, like I watched it recently too. So like it's very top of mind for me. And I kind of go and I'm like, hey man. And then I saw who he's with. He's with one of my friends, Kelsey. And I'm like, oh, Kelsey, what are you doing? I haven't seen you, like whatever. So we start talking. We sit down. She's like, oh, let's send a picture to like one of our mutual friends. We send it. And she's like, oh, let me get a picture of you. So it did seem like I was ethically clout chasing, which it was kind of a joke. And then I did end up accidentally ethically clout chasing, which is lovely when that happens because it wasn't like...
It's nice when it's an accident.
It wasn't like an outrageous act. It was a very small group of people. And I was like, oh my God, hey. And then we hung out for a second. He was the nicest individual that I've truly like... I have family members that I have not felt as connected as I did for that brief moment with. Such a class act. He looked amazing.
Wow.
But like his personality was fabulous. Did I forget deodorant?
100%.
Yeah. 100%. Will I see him again? I don't think I know if he's very Matthew Gray Goob adjacent to me in terms of like I did feel a connection. Like I'm gonna see you.
You're telling me
like,
that you feel the same level of connection with Chace Crawford that you do MGG?
I said adjacent. Like I do feel like I felt the same way with Chace that I did with Matthew. So I don't know if there's an invisible string that I'm tugging on, and he like I feel, you know, but it's impossible to say right now. So that's one of those things you can't really anticipate unless I accidentally already have in RE Keith and Nicole. You know, like that was he could be on his podcast right now being like, I met this absolute outrageous loser this weekend.
I don't think so.
Touched my shoulders.
You guys had a really nice connection.
Well, I sometimes misread situations all the time. True. So, anyways, it was a great weekend. It was super fun. How was yours?
Connor, I had an amazing weekend. In a way.
Tell me about it.
I just had an eventful weekend. Well, it started off with just like general excitement with Phoebe, and I wanted to just take a second to thank everybody for pre-ordering. That is a very sweet and makes a girl like me from a very small town in Pennsylvania very happy. So thank you all for pre-ordering, and it's still available and stuff like that, and it will be for the next 8 months. So that's really exciting. And then it will come out, and that's exciting as well. So
let's get ahead of the curve now, y'all.
So that's amazing. And then on Friday, Matt and I went book thrifting. We had this whole adventure planned. I've really been wanting to build my library out because when I moved to LA, I had in Philly the most amazing bookshelf, the most amazing collection, and I left it all. I gave it all away. Well, basically I was like, here, Mom, take all my books, and then she gave them all away, which was amazing. But I left my collection behind, and so now I'm really in the market for getting all of the books that I had read and loved and didn't own. And so was Matt. So we went on this adventure. We hit 4 used bookshops, all across Los Angeles. Like truly, we were out and about on the town for 5 hours, and we had an amazing day.
That's really sweet. I love to see my cousins
love
at
to
it
see
again.
those two hanging out. My goal was to get like the Harry Potters, Twilights, and Hunger Games. I didn't get any Hunger Games. I got one.
Okay.
I got New Moon. I got 2 Harry Potters. Then I got a bunch of other stuff that I didn't even realize that I needed, but I did. And so that was amazing. And now my library is looking phenomenal. So that was exciting. And then on Saturday, it was a really anticipated house party.
Yeah, this is one that I was really upset about. And if my dad wouldn't have been in town in New York, I would have definitely been present there.
So basically our amazing friend Kat had agreed to host a house party. And the idea was that we were going to get as many straights there as possible. Because with my group of friends, you know, we don't, in Los Angeles, we don't really know any straight men or even bisexual men or men that would have any interest in a girl like me and a girl like Channing, Megan, Sodi, etc. All of us girls who were just looking for love in the big city. We've not had much luck. And so Kat graciously agreed, despite her being coupled up, to host this party for us to kind of, you know, find someone who might take an interest. Okay.
Right.
So the directive was like, hey, everyone, Partyful kind of just blasted out to everyone that we know. And with the instructions, please invite any straight guy that you've ever met or seen. Okay. So I had, obviously, this was something that I, you know, did full body shave for and everything like that, similar to all of my One Direction concerts. And Chace, and by Chace, I mean straights, showed up and showed out at the party. There were so many straights that I'd never seen before. Couldn't quite even say hi to one of them. It was tough.
It happens.
There were 2 that I was like, wow, like this is like a cute boy that I haven't seen something like this in a really long time. That maybe they would like a girl like me or something like that. I couldn't say hi. It was too jarring. So basically the only one that got coupled up that night was Tristan. Tristan found his pookie.
Oh!
And they have a date.
Wow, talk about manifestation space.
They have a date on Wednesday, like an actual like dinner date, which is huge.
Whoa.
And so that will have already happened by the time this comes out. So hopefully Tristan found the one. And so he has to host the next one of these. Because that's the new tradition, is that whoever finds their pookie at one of these events hosts the next one.
That's brilliant.
So Tristan's going to host the next one. And I guess this one was really an opportunity for me to get used to being in the same room as these type of folks. And then for the next one, I'll be able to say hi. And then maybe the next one even more than that, something more than that, which will be exciting. And Izzy showed up and showed out too. Did you find the one?
I was there. I had so much fun.
Did you find the one?
Oh, did I find the one?
Yeah.
No, Channing and I found each other.
Channing and Izzy found each other, which was amazing.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So that was great.
What a special evening.
It was really fun.
I wish I could have been there.
It was
I hope
really
I'm in
fun.
town for the next one.
And then Sunday, I was sick. I'd come down with something from the mocktails from the previous night.
Maybe from the catio. Maybe
From the
something
catio,
in the
yeah. Something in the catio was going around. But our friend Emma, who works on Mark Ronson's management team, was like, he's doing an event at Barnes & Noble at the Grove, like if anyone wants to come. And I was like, I cannot say no to anything that takes place at the Barnes & Noble Grove. So I went, and like I know of Mark Ronson, of course. Who doesn't? Great guy, creates some great hits. But like I never like really did a deep dive. And so I, was sitting at Mark Ronson's book signing because he has a new memoir out. He's the love of my life in a way that's like, yes, I imprint on a lot of people. Of course, it's happened many times. Not like this. This guy, me telling everybody about Mark Ronson as if y'all don't know. Sleeper hit. I'm really serious. Like first of all, he's 50 years old. He doesn't look a day over 32. He looks exactly like Andrew Garfield, and yet he looks like no one I've ever seen because he's so one of a kind. Is that not Andrew Garfield, but also no one that you've ever seen before? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm looking at like he looks like somebody I know.
He's 50.
I could see Andrew Garfield. Brooke, you know I met him like 2 weeks ago.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
so accomplished.
He looks like Marshall.
And so
Wait,
talented
he looks like
and
Marshall.
so amazing.
Hang on. The IMDb picture. No, up where he has bleached hair. That looks like Marshall. The bleach hair to the right.
It doesn't look like Marshall, but Marshall looks like a lot of hotties.
That looks like, if I'm squinting, that's like Marshall 100% because of the ears.
Marshall kind of looks like Jonathan Bailey. Marshall's the one.
Yeah, I met Mark and I talked to him for a while and he was so nice.
The greatest guy. And I don't want to freak anyone out. He did sign my book, XO and Love, and he only signed Marshall's X-Mark. Thanks.
So he only wants to kiss Marsh and he wants to hug you.
He only wants to kiss Marshall and he wants to kiss and hug me. I was thinking, because he produced Back to Black.
Yeah.
I had this fantasy that he was going to see me in the signing and be like, oh my God, you remind me so much of my dear friend Amy. Like, can I just hug you?"
Brooke.
He didn't, but I did think that was
Damn.
going to happen. Especially because my hair was kind of up in that way. But no, he didn't seem, if he was having that kind of moment, he didn't express it. But
Wow.
it's very early on in our relationship. I love Mark Ronson, and I'm really excited to listen to the audiobook of his memoir. He
I
read
have it
chapter
too.
6 out loud. It was so amazing. And I told him that.
It's sitting in my repertoire over in my kitchen.
He's awesome.
It's great. I love to have a little hot pink in my collection.
Great cover.
Great cover. Well, that's great, Brooke. I'm stoked
Thanks.
for you. I'm excited to see where that goes.
Me too. There's something else I wanted to tell you.
Okay.
I was watching Knocked Up the other night,
Great movie.
and I was like, that's so crazy that like Leslie Mann and Paul Rudd are married in this movie and also have the same kids that they have in This Is 40. Like Maude and Iris Apatow are their children in Knocked Up and also in This Is 40. And I was like, what are the odds? Did you realize This Is 40 is a sequel of Knocked Up?
Yeah.
Who's going to tell me that?
I'm pretty sure like we've talked about it. Like I'm not gaslighting you.
It's a
But I'm pretty sure-
sequel.
I'm pretty sure I learned that with you. I could have not though.
It's so possible.
This Is 40 is, many people forget, a rom-com, and it's one of the best. And Leslie Mann really needs like the Meryl Streep treatment. Like she's like one of our. She's like one of the greats. I think
Has
that
she
she
been
already
in
has
something like very serious?
I don't think so. I don't think she fucks with it, which is pretty fine. Just like, how nice is it to go in? She's naturally funny.
Mm-hmm.
She walks in anything. I'm going to go have fun with my friends, and my husband's going to be my boss for this. My daughters are coming to work with me. We're carpooling in probably a Volvo, probably a big Volvo. And then she's going to get out, going to have a couple weeks of fun with her entire family in tow and my husband's best friend that I'm going to make out with, which is like,
That's
gonna be weird.
interesting. Yeah, that's a good point.
and then I'm gonna head home, and then I'm gonna make about $40 or $50 million in my career. I'm still gonna be young and very beautiful, and I'm still gonna have this awesome family and married to my husband, and so close with our close friends that we work with on a daily basis. And then I'm gonna retire, and I'm gonna be sitting on.
Is Leslie Mann the woman that has it all? 100%. Like I can't think of anyone that has it all more than LM.
No, I mean they're the royal family to me in many ways. And in the world I live in, the Apatows, that's the royal family to me.
Well, I spoke to Maude like months ago because she was waiting to get her hair cut after me.
Yeah.
Back when I went to Chris that one time and got the life-changing RS3. And she knows of the podcast because one of her friends is a fan.
That's
So
right.
she knows
Well,
who
hi,
you
Maude.
are.
Ciao, Maude.
And then Iris
Maude's friend.
followed me like back in 2020 and I was like, whoa. And then she pretty immediately unfollowed me.
Because a lot of times on accident that happens, but that's okay. Whoa.
It felt on purpose.
What?
It felt on purpose. It felt intentional. But
Oh no, I meant following you.
Huh?
Following you.
Unfollowing.
Following might have been an accident. Unfollowing might have been on purpose.
That's mean.
I'm just kidding. Jesus.
That's extremely mean.
It's extremely hurtful and disgusting.
Take your records. I've been trying so hard not to start with that.
That one girl just shot herself.
I know she did. And I literally ever since we started talking about Keith Urban at the beginning of the podcast, I've been saying in my head, don't start. Don't let it slip
Nicole
out.
Kidman.
And it just slipped at 55 minutes. It slipped. And I want everyone to know I tried.
Okay, wait, hang on. I really want to have something to clip here.
I was just thinking, like, there's almost not something that we can.
Okay, should we get onto a topic that we can clip? Because I do like my shirt.
Yeah. What?
Let me see if I can do something.
Okay.
But I'm really hoping, praying to God that you have something to say about this.
I pray. I'll try. Champ.
I try to walk away and I stumble. Though I try to hide it, it's clear. My world crumbles when you are not here. So I have I have caught myself several times, mouth just agape recently. My mouth is I'm walking around, I'm sitting, I'm standing, I'm listening to someone talk, mouth open.
Mouth
It's
wide
like a
open,
new
like you're at the dentist type vibes.
Like this, bro.
Thank you for showing me.
And I'm walking down the street the other day. Something landed in my mouth. Didn't even touch my lips. Swish. Nothing but net dripped from above onto my tongue. Incredible shot.
Is that the thing you wanted to say?
Nope. I just wanted to say that. I can't figure out why my mouth has been hanging open, unhinged, loose jaw. All of a sudden, I don't know. It's not like an isolated thing either. I keep catching myself. My lip is almost touching my Adam's apple. Is it Adam's
I've been
apple because of
more than usual now that you mention it?
I think we're regressing a lot due to our screen time.
Oh, don't even get me started on my screen time.
Is it Adam's apple because of Adam and Eve? Because I think it should be Eve's apple that's stuck in my throat. She ate it first.
Oh my God. The piece of forbidden fruit got stuck in his throat.
Whoa. Did he choke?
Another theory suggests the name may stem from a mistranslation of a Hebrew word meaning swelling of a man. What kind of word translates to swelling of a man?
Boner.
Nice.
Nice. What if this was called a boner?
And what if your boner was called an Adam's apple?
Well, here I want to.
I just got that seems better to me. That makes more sense.
Visible bulge of cartilage. Yeah, that's
a bone. That's a boner. So I mean, really, your Adam's apple is just the boner of your neck.
It's the northern hemisphere of your body's boner. Okay, well, I think that's. I just really don't understand why it became Adam's apple. I guess it is Adam's apple if he's the one.
It's got stuck in his throat.
But Eve handed him the apple. Like if you hand me your matzo ball soup, for example, and I choke on one of the balls, it wouldn't be Connor's ball. It would be Brooke's matzo ball soup stuck in his throat. I got your soup stuck in my throat.
But the piece of cartilage that's protruding would be yours.
But it wasn't ever cartilage. It was a part of an apple that was sticking out that you could see.
But it caused the visible bulge of cartilage. It's not the apple itself.
Did he die because he choked?
He did not.
So did she give him the Heimlich?
I think maybe it just passed.
As all things do.
Can I ask you a question that's completely unrelated, but something I did actually want to bring up today?
Brooke, you can ask me anything.
That's really sweet. You're such a good friend. I don't know if this is something that only girls do or only...
Well, let's find out.
Or only maybe someone with a brain like me does. But have you ever developed like a very intense obsession with just like a normal friend group of, I guess for me, it's been like boys, a normal friend group of guys as if they're a celebrity, but they have no idea who you are. Like basically in college, my friends and I were like, just like so deeply obsessed with this one group of friends from a fraternity that they became like complete celebrities, even though like they were just normal people and like everything they did, it was like oh, I'm obsessed with these boys as if they are like Harry Styles. It's not making sense. Never mind, I don't want to talk about it. It's stupid.
No,
Forget
Brooke,
I said
think
anything.
I think that's the most normal thing that you've ever said, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think everybody has that.
Okay, I'll actually, there is a story I need to tell, but I can only share it in bonus. So forget it. Put a pin in it. But let's just say I've developed something really scary.
All right.
Let's just say that. And then I can say a little bit more about it later. So let's just go.
All right. Well, I'm going to start saying there's a boner in my throat.
And I'm just going to start saying
what?
I have an Adam's apple.
Well, I'm a little choked up. There's a boner in my throat. We keep like doing the best phrases ever recently, and they're just starting to happen. Boner in my throat. I don't know if it's going to stick around because now that I've said it twice.
Hey, you know what? Now that I think about it, let's drop it.
Yeah, I don't even like that at all. Like I thought about it a little bit, and I'm like, I'm funny, and that's gross even.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I have something else to share in bonus too. Yeah, see ya.
Okay, bye.
This week on Close Friends.
What do we really have to bring to the table?
I don't feel like I have anything to bring to the table. I need like a little bit, a shit ton more, double it, put it in park, reverse it, quadruple it.
Yeah. What's meant for you will find you. What do you think about them? And they're like, they're nice. Oh, you hate them.
Sign up on tmgstudios.tv to watch the full bonus episode.